Voice training, it's time for voice training. Voice training, train your voice so you like it. It's voice training. Hi, it's me, Bria. And unfortunately for today's lesson, I kind of forgot to record the first little bit of it. Just the warm up, it's not a big deal. So what I recommend you do is you pause this video and just go do a little breathy warm up. Though everything we're doing today is breathy themed for the most part. So just go do like your deep diaphragmatic breathing like we always do every workout to start, and then go do your atonal and then you do like your breathy and you can do like the glissando up and down, and then you can do you'll be ready for what we're going to do, which is going up in pitch. We're going yeah, okay, good. Sorry about that. All this is self-directed anyways. Just keep training, keep at it, you'll make it. See you next week. Okay, sorry to interrupt voice lessons with that, but I am recording now, yeah? Okay, good. So, try that again. Let's do one more. Let's try it back to back. We're going to be doing it non-voiced with voice, like the try that. Do you feel a difference? Is it a little easier to get that breath on your hand? Let's do it again. How's that doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Let's do one more like that. Easy peasy, right? Have a little water. Oh, made the camera lose focus somehow. Next we're gonna do not back to back, pure normal, and we're gonna try and go up in pitch with this because I think you're doing okay with it. So we're gonna go like so. We're gonna go baseline like we just did. Same thing, nice and breathy. And you go now, and the next one I'm gonna go one higher. Ready? Let's go one higher. Try that. Were you able to? I'll go one higher. Oh, I'm feeling a little tight there. I'm probably not getting quite as much air there. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna try one more. Oh, that's a lot tighter. Quality's gotta be dipping. How are you doing? Still sounding nice and breathy, huh? Oh, it's still perfect? You're upstaging me? You're doing better than me? Holy smokes, good job. Let's try one more. Oh, that's my breaking point, I'm afraid. How about you? No matter what, I'm sure that was awesome. Have a little water. Let's do one of those breaths. Ready? When the timer starts, start breathing in. Good. Let's just do one of those. Next, I want to move into, now that we've had a chance to change our pitch a little bit, I want to move into kind of going back to something. It's a thing I often do in warm-ups, but I want to try doing it after having done some basic pitch. So what we're going to do here is glissando. That's changing pitch over the course of your sound. So like we did the uptick yawn, the ah. This is the same idea, except we're going to go up and then back down to where we started. So like ah. Now you just had a chance to do breathy ah, as well as going ah, ah, ah. So this should be kind of easy, yeah? I'm going to show you one more time, and then I want you to try this out. And there's another video I do where we break this down a little tiny bit more, so if you have a lot of trouble with this, go to the breath control video. I think we break this down in even more detail than I am right now. But for now, just listen to me and try and follow along. We're going Oop, wrong one. That one. That's the one. Try it. And if you put your hand up, like I did there, you may have felt your air change, whether decrease, maybe increase on the way up, but chances are it decreased on the way up. That's normal. Don't worry about it. Have a little sip of water. As I'm just feeling a little lightheaded doing all of this stuff. And let's just do another one of these, another glissando. Your turn. Feel free to put your hand up. I didn't for mine, but not a bad habit for you to get into. Are you able to get a little bit of movement? Are you able to go up and back down? Remember, you want to start somewhere, go a little higher, and then go back down to where you started. No need to go anything too fancy right now. Your turn. Good. Let's just massage our throats. Have a little sip of water, maybe. Now let's try jumping up in pitch on this, like we did with our previous one. You know, our previous one we were well, on this we're going to do the similar thing but with glissandos. But instead of a single note, each jump is going to be for a whole glissando, like so. Each one I'm starting a little higher and going a little higher, yeah? So why don't you follow along with me? I'll start and then you can go and then we'll kind of go up together. So you try it. Go a little higher if you can. A little higher, please. One higher. You can do it. Go higher. I was a little tight there, but I'm sure you can go higher too. Let's do one more. Not bad. How do you do on this one? Good job. Have a little water. Let's do another timed breath, how about? Ready? On the timer. Let's do another one of these in a sec. Good stuff. So hopefully you're able to move a little bit up with your glissando, and if you weren't able to, at least you did a whole bunch of glissandos, so good training. Next, what we're going to try and do with the glissando is we're going to start in the same like low spot, like where maybe we would normally start, like a very low conservative spot, but we're going to stretch the peak out higher and higher. So it's like yeah? Okay. follow along with me. I'll go, then you go. Oh, keep doing that. I'll go again. Just try and match what I'm doing. I was running out of breath there. Let's try one more. Whew, that was hard. How'd you do with that? Have a little water, first of all. Were you able to stretch it out? And were you able to feel like you could keep it kind of breathy as you did so? These are things to keep in mind when you do any of these exercises, but especially Glissando, which is going on and on, yeah? After having done that, I'm very interested in seeing how we do on a scale. So let's go up in a scale again. We'll go up together. We'll start at a baseline, kind of low conservative. How you go? Yeah? I'll go up one. You go up one. Oh, I kept it continued on. Sorry. My turn now. Oh, though, but it's tight. Maybe last one? I'll give you one more shot. So I'll go and then you go one more time. Oh, tight, tight. I definitely wasn't getting a whole lot of air on that. How about you? Cool beans. Have a little water. Were you able to go up higher than usual? Even if you couldn't follow up and up and up with a new note each time I was able to go up, I hope you kept trying and didn't give up. Even if you had to stop because you felt tired or burnt out, that's okay too, because that means you pushed yourself to your limit, and that's great. That means you're going to get stronger. That's what this is all about. I do these videos because I want people to, you know what I'm going to do while I talk? Breathe. You can breathe. Feel free to follow with this or just breathe at your own pace. But follow along with breathing while I just yammer about why I do what I do. It gives you a chance to have a break. The reason why I do these videos is because I want to help keep people anchored in practice. You can keep on following along with something. I can't teach all of you individually, but I can send out a lesson each week that you individually can follow along with, and you can also share with more people, and they can follow along with too over a period of weeks, and they can grow and develop, and you can share this. It's not a specifically structured program. We have an end goal, and I have a set number of exercises that I like doing. I actually feel like doing. I feel like moving. Oh, I would have to move. Never mind. Set of exercises that you can do, or that I do. I have a set of exercises that I like doing. But it's more about, you got to work out. The whole secret of this is training and doing lots of regular training. And if you have something external to focus on, some teacher, some class you're going along with, someone holding you accountable and just give you new ideas at least and to challenge you, then that's something to structure your practice around, and then you can make it happen. If you follow along with this stuff, you will change your voice over time. I guarantee it. We're going to keep moving into more and more advanced material, and we're going to keep structuring it in such a way that a person could tune in theoretically, even if they hadn't seen previous ones, and you will develop your voice over time. I'm really excited to see the future of this with everybody. Just going to let this breath finish. Okay. Let's continue on. So we just did a big long scale. We've done a bunch of glissandos. Let's go to some different sounds. So we're doing a ha sound this whole time, but let's move over to the other vowel sounds. The next vowel sound I usually do is hey. So we're just going hey. And you want to move that air, blowing it out. Maybe have your hand up when you do it. I'll show you again. Hey. Ooh, not that one. Again with it. This one. There we go. Your turn. Were you able to get some air on that? I'll show you again. Hey. Your turn. You feeling it? You feeling the air? Hey. Yeah? Yeah? You feeling okay? Have some water if you need to. And let's try a scale. I'll go up and then you go up. Hey. 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 I'm getting a little tight. Let's do one more. Hey. Oh, can you do better than me? How'd you do with that? Have a little water. Hopefully it wasn't too tight. Hopefully you're able to push yourself. Massage your throat. Maybe just do a couple short breaths. Don't have to do the whole long breath. You can feel it. Sometimes I gain tension, partially because I'm holding my computer and doing this whole streaming thing. It's really important to keep the tension out of your shoulders. So maybe relax your shoulders. Very consciously release the tension from your shoulders. Straighten your back. Unclench your jaw. Next, let's move to E. Same deal. Have your hand up for practice. Give it that H sound. Yeah. Feeling that air? Does this make a bit of sense? You're able to get a bit of air in your hand, not feeling too lightheaded. Have a bit of water if you are lightheaded. And then let's do another scale. I'll go up, then you go up. Your turn. Make sure you take a deep breath in like me. See, watch here. Getting a little tight, getting close to that falsetto. Oh. How did you make out on that? Did you hit tightness? Try one more. See if you could beat old teacher Eacher. Good job. Have a little water. Hopefully your throat is doing okay, doing all this breathiness. Hopefully you're not too lightheaded. If ever you get lightheaded, just refer to that diaphragmatic breathing. Breathing in through your nose, filling up your stomach, pushing it out through your mouth. Good. Do a couple breaths. Let's do a little snap. I'm going to see if I can do a snap for the voice lesson here. Hey, I don't look too bad. So I'll use this picture as like a thumbnail for the video. How's it feel? You were in the video. Wow, congratulations. I mean, we're in every video. Anyways, we're doing I next. So we're going hi. Give it that H. Put your hand up and your turn. Hi. 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 Good. Getting a feel for the I sound. You're able to get a little bit of air. Have a little bit of water if you're lightheaded. And let's go up in pitch. Do a little scale. Follow along with me. Hi. 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 Getting tight. I have been smoking weed all afternoon. That'd make you a little tighter though. Don't smoke weed in voice train, by the way. I want to try one more for my own ego. Hi. Ooh, not 100% today. That's okay. Did you beat old teacher? You doing better than me? Beating old big tiger? Little cannon? Bria Bolts? Lightning Sabrina? Old straw lady. Have a little water if you haven't already. Massage your throat. Breathe in and out. We only got one more vowel sound we're doing today. And this will be a pretty comprehensive video on that breathy voice. You can always go to the breath control video as I mentioned, but breathy voice, I feel like we've covered a lot of the basics here. Okay, last sound we're doing is O. We're just going like so. Put it in H. Oh, I keep, because I switch between those two things, right? Yeah, that's the idea. Is what I would say if I heard you. Mm-hmm. I see that question there. Don't see who it's from because of the way my window's cropped currently, but I don't give personal lessons currently. I don't have time, unfortunately. This is the best compromise I can offer. But you can tune in every Thursday and practice on your own. It's basically the same, if you think about it. Also, if you join my Discord, you can get direct feedback on voice clips. You record a voice clip in the voice channel, I'll listen to it and I can tell you what I think. Other students can give you feedback, or you can send it to me directly. And you gotta pay me on Patreon though. Join my Patreon, $2 a month. You can join the Discord, and then you can get direct feedback. Between this regular practice and that's as good as lessons, but way cheaper. Link, I believe, down below for my Patreon. Not to plug myself in the middle of my video, but hey, late capitalism, eh? So we're doing O. We gotta do scale O. Let's just do one more practice, just in case me babbling knocked you out of the zone. We're going. That's your turn. Yeah. Okay. Got space to do that? Okay. We're gonna go up. I go up, you go up. I suddenly have the fear we've already done this, but I don't care. Bonus practice if we have. Getting tight. Try one more. Oh, oof, 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 oof. I'm tight today, despite all the warming up we've done, eh? Yeah, okay. That's all of the basic breathy sounds we have to do. So let's just take a little moment, stretch your neck out a bit, massage those muscles, take a couple of breaths in and out. Have a little water, perhaps. Fix your hair, because you're on stream. We're going to try the opposite of what we've been doing. We're going to try going lower. We would have played around a little bit with that last week, but I really wanted to, you know, spend a little more time with that last week. We didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with it, so down low. We were doing more like low last week, but I want to try low breathy, which is not easy. So let's just do a baseline. That was a little bit lower than I think I've been consistently doing it throughout the lesson. Here, I'll do one more for you. That's a little closer to what I've been starting at. Just, you know, so we're centered in the right place. You do whatever you normally do. I'm going to try and go one lower. See, I feel like it actually tightens me up a little bit. Now, I want to learn how to be loose here, not because I want to go low, but because I want complete and total freedom and flexibility. It's also a really good way to cool down after a workout. So I'm going to try going one lower. How are you doing with going lower? Definitely a tightness at the top, at the back of my throat up in here. I'm reducing the sound, but I'm getting more breath. So if you're feeling similar trouble, try reducing the amount of sound you're making. Not just volume, but like turning it more into that non-voiced version. I'm going to try again. Try it out. It's hard. Massage your throat. Take a couple breaths in and out. Breathy deep is hard, especially if you don't normally do deep, which I don't. I'm certainly not in the habit of doing deep. I don't typically speak low, but it can be very empowering for me to do so because it's like I'm seizing something back. But I totally recognize anybody that doesn't feel like doing that. It's not always very fun. Since we focus very much on breath and non-voiced, I want to finish this off with something not too taxing, but also something that's just a little different. So let's just do low, tight. So down in the bottom of your throat, if you tune in for other lessons, you'll be familiar with the grudge ghost, the you know, that tight popping sound deep in the bottom of your throat. Try making a sound like that. I feel like it's very easy for me to move this lower in my throat. I can move it down or up. Normally in our lessons we're focusing on going up. Right now we're going to focus on going down a bit. So we're going to go, oh, it's like right in here. Oh, oh, oh. I'm just going to lean into the mic as I get lower and lower on this. Oh. lower, to be honest. I can try one more. You want to try one more? The thing is,
talking down here is a very accessible place for a person to learn how to use their vocal fry.
what's vocal fry? Vocal fry is this, the croak. You know, like, oh my god, that. We've done a lot of lessons that focus on that a lot. And talking down there is a very accessible place, I think, for someone who's not used to doing a whole lot with their voice. That's a good place to lock in your vocal fry. So if you are somebody who, you know, you're new to this voice thing, or you have a deeper voice, sorry for the sirens, but sirens, I live in the bad part of town, what can I say? But some of the I was going to say, and what was I going to say? Oh yeah. They made me lose my train of thought, but we're talking about this. If you can get into here, you can get into. I'm all thrown off. I haven't done a whole lot of tight warm ups. We're just doing a bunch of breathy stuff, but like a we're going into the we did a whole video basically on this stuff a couple weeks back. That's the opposite of what we're just doing down here. So if you have trouble going that's up into those high pitch zones, maybe you can go right down into the pit.
Right down into the pit.
You want to try that? It's not too stressful. This is like a full spectrum creaky door. If this is your brand new, I don't know, I'm going to assume you've been with me for a little while if you're watching this. And if this is brand new to you, too bad. We're starting up into that. We know that, right? Start wherever you think you can start. How about that? I've shown you the whole spectrum. I'm going to give you a little space for that. Tight, tight, tight. It's all about tightness moving around. If it's not going up into your nose, it's going deep down into like not your chest per se, a little bit your chest. A lot of what we're trying to avoid in our voice training is to get away from using our chest and to lock everything up into the nose. I'm sorry, I was just checking chat, making sure. Hey, by the way, type any questions you have. We're kind of in the last few minutes here. Write down any questions you have about voice in general or about today's lesson. If you have any, write them down. I'll try and answer them the next few minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to talk about voice stuff. If you want, you know what? I'm also going to put on the breath. You can follow along with breathing if you want something to focus on, or you can follow what I'm doing here. A little bit of free time. You got to have a little bit of free time in your lesson. So I'm talking about the full spectrum. That tightness up into the nose and down into here. That's what I was talking about. There is going to be a YouTube video of today's lesson, although unfortunately I forgot to record the first little section. So if you're watching this on YouTube, as I've already mentioned, yeah, too bad. But can you do that full spectrum? I'm feeling the tension on it. Right here. This is actually a good compliment to what we were doing today. Oops, I don't want breath. I want this. Sorry if I threw off your breathing. I don't know, I'm a mess with this. I'm like breathing, follow a long time. This is unstructured playtime, like we did that one lesson. So I'm not going to do the your turn thing. You can always pause this too, right? If you're doing a workout, you can try out some things, then keep going with the video too. If you're someone watching this on YouTube. But you want to start like, and if you can talk, you can try talking down here and bringing it up into here. No, I've shrunk it down. It's right up in here. In my nose. Oh, oh my god. And, you know, it's not high pitched. It's not quite a voice we want, but it's allowing me to be able to, be up here. Oh my god. I can go up into, you know, any of in here. That gives my voice so much more range. Like, imagine if we just did breathy voice like we did today. We were working on breathy stuff. Imagine if I just talked in breathy voice and I just was always whispering. It's like I was fucking cosplaying Marilyn Monroe all the goddamn time. People wouldn't take me seriously. Everyone would think I was a total ditz. Maybe you want to be a total ditz. But if I was always talking like this, then everybody would fucking hate me, with good reason. Oh my god. Betty told Kathy, told Susan, told Mary Leanne that Jimmy Pesto isn't gonna go to the Sadie Hopkins dance with you. Yeah, so somewhere between those two voices is what we're looking for in a voice, but the truth is we shift between those extremes. It's not, oh yeah, middle of the road centrism. No, centrism doesn't cut it. We want to learn how to be able to go from, like, say, or or shifting. If you can shift back and forth smoothly and quickly, that's essentially what I'm doing here as I speak. And then sometimes if I want to emphasize a little something more, I bring it into the tightness in here. Or if I want to be gentler or more welcoming or whatever, then I give it a little more softness, that's all. Easy, right? And of course we want to be able to go up in pitch on both of these things, so we practice being able to go and the all that stuff. That's going to train your ability to shift in pitch in the breathier side of things. Doing the as well as like a more pinchy, which we've done in other videos, like an that's going to allow you to have the pinchier side of things at the higher pitches. Then between those two things, you can learn to shift between them seamlessly like I just did, right? With the and such. Learn that skill, learn to do that skill quickly. Boom, you got a voice, kiddo. That's where we're going with this. That's why we do all this weird crap that we do. So, yeah. Also in this section, requests for voices. I realized I like doing voices. I like mimicking voices. It's really good training. By the way, you should be doing voices. Record a voice, mimic a voice, try and copy women if you're looking for voice feminization. I mean, I assume you are if you're in my lessons here. Good chance that's the case. If you're somebody who wants voice to be deeper, I am interested in exploring that, by the way. It's hard. Let's you know what? Here's a minute. Let's just throw a minute out here for anyone who wants to get their voice deeper. Maybe I can make this a clip or something, but I want to try. Usually what I'm trying to do with voice training is we're trying to get everything out of the chest into the face and nose. That's what stuff is, yeah? So I'm going to do the opposite of that. Ha! Hi! Ha! Ha! Hey there! Hi, it's me. Man Mannerson here. No. Wait. No, see, I'm still engaging my throat in a weird way. I don't know how anymore. I don't know how to be in my chest. All my muscle training for the last 5 years is being up in here. I use my diaphragm to push, but all of this in here, that's like a dead zone. You don't use that. That's why we want to relax our shoulders when we breathe. That's why we want to do the diaphragmatic breathing, to keep everything out of this area. Obviously our lungs are working, duh, but like muscles in here and the way the voice resonates, we don't want it to be centered in here. We want it like here. Yes. So, I'm trying to do the opposite of what I always do and bring my voice down into my chest. Huh. Huh. Yes.
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 Hi. I'm very low voice man. This just in the news. Doesn't matter what I say about Donald Trump, you'll believe it, because everything that guy does is that fucked up. He definitely did all the bad things people say he did, by the way. Just so there's no confusion there. Oh yeah. Well, in terms of, I'm on to experiment one more thing with deep voice here.
Omae wa mo shinderu. Omae wa mo shinderu.
So you got a little too, I went ultra deep on that one.
Omae wa mo shinderu.
Nani? Nani? You can do different kinds of voices, right? Like the Nani? That kind of Han villain do the Nani? But oh, I don't know, it's hard to get into that deep husky like Fist of the North Star peasant voice of some guy or biker voice. Bastard! 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 Don't you want to dig ditches for Boxing King? I can't speak Japanese, right? So I can't do the... I can only do a Wayomo Shinderu, right? Anyways. Well, that was playtime. Hopefully you learned something from my silly antics in my jumping around. Maybe you learned a little something about where you can feel your voice in your body. Try doing goofy voices. Try to feel where that voice is in your body and what it feels like to make that sound with your body, yeah? I want you to think about that in the week ahead as you train. And over the next week, I'd also like you to focus on pitch training on Breathy. Challenge those scales on Breathy. Just ha, 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 ha. This is, of course, assuming you've been following along this whole time and you kind of are up to speed more or less on what Breathy is. If you're not confident about what the mechanics of Breathy still, review this or any of my other videos, especially breath control video, and get that down pat. And then, yeah. You should keep going with that. I'm really glad it's helping people. I'm really happy that people are tuning in for the lessons. If you know anybody who's voice training, please send them my way. Send them my videos. Tell them to tune in. I really want people to be taking advantage of these lessons. You know, like, I've been, like, in the past been, like, plugging, like, oh, can you tip me or whatever, but, like, I'm not trying to make it about that at all, and I think I'm just going to stop even mentioning it. I just want people to be out taking advantage of these voice resources. People deserve to have these resources. Trans women deserve to have access to voice training. And you know what? There are government programs and stuff that exist. Sure, there is, but they're not adequate. And nobody's going to make this happen for us but ourselves. So let's make it happen, eh? Thank you, Katsuni. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to log off. I'll upload this video to YouTube later. Hey, follow? You want to follow me on, if you're watching Twitch, do follow Twitch. Hey, send a sub on Twitch. That's handy. You can also please subscribe on YouTube. And like this video if you're on YouTube. That helps. You know, it's annoying that people say that, but it does help.
the whole giant horrible machine we live in looks on you with kinder eyes if people like your stuff. So like the stuff, follow the stuff. See you next week. Keep training. Love you.